I baked my victims, flattened them with a rolling pin, and drowned them in brownie batter. I am Thomas Lynwood, known as the Muffin Man, and I am regarded as the first documented serial killer. I was born in Yorkshire, England. My father was a local baker at the utility muffin research kitchen. He was a respectable man, but at home he was a cruel master. I can still remember the day when his iron spatula, his trusted tool to create pastries, became the tool he used to torment the son who trusts him with his life. He didn't stop there. When he was done hitting me, he abused me sexually. He got a pastry bag, covering my face with it, and even though I tried my best to fight for a breath of fresh air, all I could inhale was particles of flour and my tears. Like a dough of pastry, he kneaded several parts of my body, added butter, and inserted muffins, his specialty, to any part of me where it fits. After he was done, he always gave me one of his muffins, to keep me from crying. Growing up from an abusive childhood, all I wanted to do in my life is revenge, to feel what my father felt whenever he abused me, and to be able to be on the other end of that iron spatula. When I was 15 years old, I started raping peasants until it was banned by King Henry VIII. Given all I knew was baking, I opened a very unpopular shop. People complained about too much cyanide or too many glass shards in their pastries. But the bakery was popular among children, and chock full of sugar they ran around, playing and being a nuisance. To stop the children from coming to my shop, I started luring them by using a muffin on a string, pulling them closer inch by inch until I could get a hold of them, and beating the life out of them using a wooden spoon. Parents began teaching their children a song about the Muffin Man, so they would not fall victim to the muffins I used as bait. To maintain my business, I needed to get rid of my competition. Chef Randall drowned in my brownie batter. Chef William was beaten until his face was no longer recognizable. Chef Carver experienced his mind-blowing matchlock. Chef George was flattened by my trusted rolling pin. Chef David was baked until he was golden brown. Chef Aaron was shaked and baked. And Chef Adam was crushed into a mortar, which became one of the tastiest ingredients of my pastries. I was eventually caught by the police after the suspicion of the death of Chef Adam was my doing. I was arrested, but free to leave, as no one could prove anything. On the way back, an angry mob got their hands on me and pummeled me. During dinner that evening, I stabbed myself with a fork instead of a cockroach, making me scream and choke on the dumpling in my mouth, which caused my death.